Yo, it's me, CSCOTT, baby, and I'm here with my review of the 2013 film Iron Man 3, starring Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Don Cheadle, Guy Pearce, Rebecca Hall, and is directed by Shane Black. Okay. I'm going to get this out of the way so that I can talk for real about this movie, alright? I'm going to get it out of the way now. As you know, I've been leaning towards this heavily in my reviews in the Iron Man movies. Because I wanted the Mandarin to be the main villain in the first film, but we got Jeff Bridges as a character I'd never heard before, Obadiah Stane. Okay? He was alright. So second film, we're going to bring in the Mandarin, right? No, we get Justin Hammer, who I have heard of. That's fine. Whiplash. The fuck? Okay. They worked out right. It's fine. The movie was okay. So we get to the third film and finally, you give us the Mandarin. And I'm ready for it. I'm in the theater. I got my popcorn. I got my pop. I'm ready to watch the movie. I'm ready to see the Mandarin on the big screen for the first time. First impressions. You made him a terrorist. Now, I know in the first film that there was a terrorist organization known as the Ten Rings. Obviously, he's in charge of it. Okay, I can see that. Now, I could see that if you did this in the first film and made him a terrorist. How you're trying to be grounded. Phase 1, trying to be grounded. But by this point, we've had Thor. We've had the Avengers. Both have shown us fantastical things. The Bifrost, Thor, Odin, Asgard, Loki, Chitauri, Thanos, space, well, us, Thanos. You've shown us these fantastical things do exist and that there's more out there in the world. But you still make him a terrorist. And I understand it goes towards the plot. Iron Man's got to be grounded, maybe, but not necessarily. So what do? He's a terrorist. No magic powers. The Ten Rings don't give him any powers. Okay. Fine. I'm uncertain about this Mandarin, but the final act. The final act is what's going to get it. Can he, say it's because he's a terrorist, doesn't have magical powers, he faces off against Iron Man, stuff like that, get these extremist people going on, that could blow it away. And then we get the scene. We get Tony Stark sneaking into the Mandarin's compound, and we get the scene. I'm Trevor Slattery. I'm just an actor. There is no real Mandarin. What? I'm sitting in that theater and I'm pissed. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. You make us wait 3 Iron Man movies, not counting the other movies. So technically, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, 6 films with Avengers, 6 films for the Mandarin to show up in an Iron Man film. And you fuck it up. You decide, he's the real Mandarin. And then you do a one-off saying, Mandarin's still out there. But for all we knew, the way this movie ends, this was Robert Downey Jr.'s last Iron Man film. And it was. He popped up another stuff. But this is the last time Iron Man was going to have a main film. And you fucked up the Mandarin. And only now, after Iron Man is dead, do you decide, we're going to introduce the real Mandarin now. He's going to go against some fucker named Quan Chi. God knows who that is. I don't. But you're going to have him go against Quan Chi. Despite the fact that he should have been Iron Man's villain from the get-go. For someone like me, who grew up with the Iron Man cartoon, and his main villain was the Mandarin, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited for him to come on the big screen, only for you to shove it up my ass and say, fuck you, fan. You're not going to get what you want. You know how that made me feel? Like, I waited patiently. Marvel was doing movies good. They were giving fans what they want. Team-ups, Easter eggs, all this stuff. They were giving fans what they want. The one thing I wanted was the Mandarin. And there's a big middle finger to me, right there in the middle of the theater. As soon as he said, I'm Trevor Slattery, I'm an actor, that was right in my face. Because I waited how long? And yes, we're getting the Mandarin now. I don't care anymore. I don't care because it's too late. We now have the Mandarin, but we don't have Iron Man anymore. He's dead. He's gone. Sorry to spoil Endgame. You haven't watched it? Too bad. Iron Man's gone. He's dead. But we're getting the Mandarin. Too late. Too late. You can imagine. I was watching those Marvel things. I was on Facebook or YouTube or something. I was watching something, and they're doing the announcements. And they announced that the Quan-Chi movie would have the real Mandarin in it. I got pissed. I was like, now! You choose now! After Iron Man is dead to bring out one of his biggest foes. The real one. But you couldn't do that for one of his actual movies. No, you have to wait till he's dead to bring in the real Mandarin. And I'm sure it's going to be great, because they've been doing great of transitioning of taking the comic and transporting that, transplanting that to the screen. They've done good. To me, this is the only film that they truly fucked up with when it came to going from page to screen. Because they put the Extremis and they put the Mandarin, but then they decided they're going to add the Mandarin to it and make it not the real Mandarin. I'm sorry. I know this is a decent film, but the Mandarin twist, there's a reason why I'll watch certain movies. I can watch any of the MCU movies. This one usually gets a skip for me because I can't stand having my childhood ruined. You don't understand. If you watch I grew up with the animated series. And I was ready for the Mandarin. You don't understand. I was in that theater. I know I'm not a kid. I was a 20-something-year-old guy. But I'm in that theater, and I'm ready to see the Mandarin on a big screen for the first time. And it's a middle finger right in my face. And to any other fans who wanted to see the Mandarin on the big screen for the first time, got a middle finger in their face because they wanted to do something different. Because they wanted to put a twist on him and be clever, but they ruined the character, and now they're going to bring in the real character when it's too late. I need to get away from this, but I'm just saying. Think about your fans, Marvel. Think about your fans. Think about your fans. I'm just saying. The rest of the film, I like Tony's interaction with the kid. I like that he has the balls to tell him, hey, this is my address, come get me. Killian, for what he is, was fine up until he said the line, I am the Mandarin. That was another finger in my face. It was like, this is the one from earlier when they said it was an actor, that's still in my face, and then Killian says, I am the Mandarin. That's another one right there. It's just the whole thing with Iron Patriot, I don't get why. Like, they already did a story in the second one where the Iron Patriot where there was an evil Iron Man, and they do it again. And he sends go after the president. Sure, Tony destroys all his suits, but by the end he basically says he's done being Iron Man, but he's back in Avengers: Age of Ultron. It makes no sense. People say that Iron Man 2 is the worst. Is one of the worst. They go between Iron Man 2 and Thor: The Dark World, between which one is the worst. They don't even put a glance at this. Maybe it's different for me than other people, being growing up, watching the cartoon, being a Mandarin fan. This is for me. I'm a Mandarin fan. I was ready for the Mandarin. They didn't. They fucked it up. And I'm not going to rate this on the Mandarin twist alone. The rest of the film, it's decent. The Extremis thing, people blowing up, I never understood it. I'm gonna try to be fair here. All right, I'm gonna give it a 6. It's a decent film. And like I said, I was with the film. I was in it. I was into the film until that twist, and then I was pissed off. And then I went to the rest of the film, and I was like, okay, this is getting better. I can ignore that. And then Killian says, I am the Mandarin. And I was like, okay, they don't really care about giving us the real Mandarin. Apparently they do, because now they're going to do it, but it's too late because there's no Iron Man. You can't have the Mandarin without Iron Man. And yes, I'm going to watch Quan-Chi because I watch all these. And because I still kind of want to see the real Mandarin, but it's not going to be the same without Iron Man. But it gets a 6 for me. Quote. Favorite quote. You know what keeps going through my mind? Where's my sandwich? There's the quote. There's the quote. Where's my sandwich? I like that because this was a Subway commercial. You know what keeps going through my mind? Where's my sandwich? That's my favorite line from this. Yeah, just a 6. So what are your thoughts on Iron Man 3? Leave them in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.